Over time, roller coasters have been getting better because of breaking records and adding crazier elements. These roller coasters have stood the test of time and rival many modern coasters I've ridden. Let's get into it. In 15th place is Sidewinder at Elitch Gardens. This ride has some really crazy moments for an arrow looper. The drops off of the launch platforms provide strong pops of airtime. The loop going forward isn't too special, but taking it backwards is very disorienting. The only thing holding it back from being much higher is that the delay before the second launch is way too long. Taking 14th place is Space Mountain at Magic Kingdom. The darkness honestly makes this ride. It doesn't feel like it's only going 27 miles per hour because of the darkness. I also love how strong the pops of airtime and laterals are. It's pretty minimalist, but it's a masterclass of a Disney coaster. Taking the 13th spot is The Legend at Arnold's Park. It's a shame this ride is in a bit of a remote location because the forces kind of slap. The airtime hills, with the exception of the one that goes over the drop, provide really good floater airtime. And the laterals in the turns and even the first drop are pretty good. It is a bit of a short ride, and the drop and airtime hill going over it are kind of underwhelming, but the best moments are really good. In the 12th spot is Wild Thing at Valleyfair. To put it simply, this ride has really good moments and really lame moments. The airtime in the first half is really good. With the restraint setup, I'm able to feel completely weightless. The positives are also pretty strong. Unfortunately, it's so close to greatness after the trims, but it's not quite there. This ride has so much potential, but it's stuck at mediocrity. In 11th place is Rougarou at Cedar Point. There aren't a lot of standout moments on this ride, but I love the constant stream of positives. Almost every element here delivers good positives. There are a couple moments that try to provide airtime, but they don't succeed. There also happen to be a couple snappy moments here that were quite surprising. Within Cedar Point's collection, it doesn't place too highly, but it still is a very solid experience. Taking 10th place is Excalibur at Valleyfair. This ride is the ultimate showcase for Arrow's janky charm. The best way I can describe this ride is that it's unhinged. The laterals are crazy, especially in the first turnaround, and the airtime is quite strong going over the drop and the S hill. It does fizzle out towards the end, but the rest makes up for it. Taking the 9th spot is Zeus at Mount Olympus. This ride is pretty one-dimensional, but that dimension is good. The airtime is good in the first half, and it would be in the second half if the restraints didn't staple me mid-ride. That turnaround in the middle had some good laterals as well, so it isn't all about the airtime, and this element serves as a nice supplement. In the 8th spot is Cornball Express at Indiana Beach. This is just Zeus with extra twists. The first drop, particularly in the back row, provides great laterals as well as airtime. Some of the airtime hills in the main layout also bank and turn a little. The airtime hills provide very good floater, and the valleys even have good positives. In 7th place is Incredible Hulk at Islands of Adventure. This ride has elite positives and laterals throughout 75% of the experience. Before the main layout even begins, that launch provides an incredibly punchy sensation. The main layout until the mid-course provides some really strong positives and very snappy moments of laterals without a break. That's not to mention that the music also severely elevates the experience. It even makes the lackluster second half a bit enjoyable. Taking 6th place is Magnum XL200 at Cedar Point. This ride is all over the place. The airtime going over the first drop and the first airtime hill is very weak. Granted, I did sit in the magic seat, so the weak airtime was inevitable with the first drop. The airtime going over the hill before the turnaround and the first few after was great floater, and the airtime in the finale is off the walls. The turnaround doesn't do too much, but it breaks up the monotony of the constant airtime hills. Taking the 5th spot is Batman the Ride at Six Flags Great America. I love the constant stream of intensity here. There's no point in the main layout that lets up. Even the turns in the middle provide decent positives. The loops and the corkscrews provide really strong positives. And the corkscrews along with the 0G roll provide really strong doses of lateral whip. In the 4th spot is Raptor at Cedar Point. Take everything I said about Batman's inversions and apply it here. Sure, there's a little more dead space, but the best moments hit even harder. The turns at the end also hit much harder than the ones on Batman. In 3rd place is Raging Bull at Six Flags Great America. This ride has the best floater airtime on any coaster I've ridden. I just felt completely weightless going over the airtime hills. Even some of the turns had some bite. A couple had decent airtime going out of them, and the rest have decent positives. That's not to mention that the first drop and the drop off of the mid-course provide really strong ejector airtime pops. Taking the 2nd spot is Shivering Timbers at Michigan's Adventure. I love this ride's consistency. Every airtime hill, even the ones towards the end, gives good floater airtime. To shake it up, this ride also has a couple helixes that provide strong and sustained laterals. It does have a bit of a shake, and the transitions between each track type are a little jarring, but they didn't bother me too much. Taking the gold medal is Mamba at Worlds of Fun. I know it's a Morgan hyper, but every element hits really hard. The airtime, especially in the finale, is really strong floater. The positives in the valleys are really good, and the helix may be the most intense element I've ever experienced. I really hope people start to realize how good this ride is after the park turned the trims off. That will be all for the ranking. As we go into the summer, my uploads will likely be a little more sporadic because of work, but I will make sure to upload a few times. I may even make a vlog at Valley Fair. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.